Hello, my name is Anna DeBraber. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Inevitably, you've reached the end of the semester with too few. Too few walks taken, people talked to, pictures captured. Don't allow this melancholy dissatisfaction to grip your heart. Instead, revel in the steps you have taken, the relationships you have formed, the moments you did picture. Because a lot has happened this past semester, to put it mildly. To be a part of all of it would have been impossible. And anyways, goodness knows we've had our punches to roll with, our moments of some serious growth. This is unavoidable when 63 bright young people from a diverse tapestry of backgrounds are asked to live together. But now, as it comes to a close, those harder parts will most likely fade into oblivion of forgetfulness in the minds of most, and with good reason. There were so many more highs than lows, so many more goods than bads. Because of that, there's a great deal of sadness in this room. Much of it is justified. There's an end here. There's a lot of change occurring, but I would caution against seeing it as an end of all. Not everything here was perfect, nor should it have been. This is life, after all. And you lived here just as much as you did in your sending communities, and just as much as you will again. But now you return with a gift, a different sort of life about you. The life of the North Woods. The life of a winter wind beneath a full moon. The life of every surface sparkling after a fresh snow. The life of hearing running water for the first time in too many months, bringing beauty to all it touches. You carry these things inside you now, and as you walk out the doors of this building and into the outside world, remember what the earth has been telling you all these months. Undoubtedly, this is different for every person here, so I will simply relay some of the messages I have received and let you do with them what you will. Slow down. Those who understand and matter will wait. Listen. To the earth, to each other, to your own soul, there is value in all of it. It is all connected. I hope this is as cliche as my speech gets, but this is too true to be left out. So often in our lives we compartmentalize, but this is not the way the earth works, and it is not truly who we as people are either. It's easy to get lost in all of this. In fact, many of us have been frighteningly lost this semester. This may have been at the beginning, as we all slid in and out of roles and personalities, unsure of which one fit us best. Or it may have been running on the black trail last week, and the path suddenly having an unsettling lack of familiarity. Luckily, though, no one has been so lost they can't find their way back home. This will continue to be true, and I can say that with the utmost confidence because over the past 4 months, I have had the unique privilege of living, breathing, loving, hoping, laughing, crying, and just being human with all 62 of you. And through that, I have learned how incredible a community of passionate, bright, caring people can be. And that can never be lost, even on the cloudiest of nights. It is a light that will shine through to you, all the way in Madison, in Costa Rica, in Maine, in Chicago, in Colorado, wherever you may be. What we have created here will reach you. Back to that getting lost thing, though. During the last few weeks, it seemed to happen with increasing regularity. This is a testament to both the enormity of the gift imparted by Lowenstein in the form of this magnificent campus, as well as to the struggle that my peers and I face internally as we ask ourselves where it is that we truly belong in this world. This question's a tough one, and it's age-old. Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages of development pinpoint the main conflict of our age being identity versus confusion. Many of us felt this with intense poignancy our first few weeks here, and now face it again as we prepare to go back home. Erikson had a solution, though. Fidelity. And though I'm apt to question many a widely held belief, this one may have some truth behind it. Fidelity, as defined by the Oxford Dictionary, is faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief demonstrated by continuing loyalty and support. Many of us have found something here we believe is worth fighting for. Whether that be making our voice known, keeping our water clean, writing, or simply the well-being of one another and the life we create together, it's something we can be faithful to. It may not be the perfect answer in the search for who you are and what you stand for, but it's a start, a first step in the wet, wild, thrilling adventure of your life. There is a scene in The Lord of the Rings in which one of the hobbits realizes that the next step he takes will mark the furthest away from home that he has ever been. Understandably, he's hesitant to take it. In this moment, his friend reminds him that it's a dangerous business going out your front door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. We all took a big step in coming here. For many of us, it was the farthest away from home that we had ever been. But the next step has great potential to be even bigger, both because of what we leave behind and what our next great adventure may be. I know this because I have watched all of us learn a few core lessons about what the world begs of us. And I don't mean the world as in society or the sovereign nations of the world or some other man-made concept of what it means to be alive. I mean the world as in those invisible strings of nothing and everything that tie us together heart to heart. The lessons taught by being outside with the people you love and by looking for justice for an earth you hold dear. I think that this is better, or even best, summarized by Mary Oliver. She writes, 3 things to remember. As long as you're dancing, you can break the rules. Sometimes, breaking the rules is just extending the rules. Sometimes, there are no rules. Thank you.